Over 100 new LEGO sets are releasing in January 2024, and today I'm going to tell you exactly which ones you should buy. Exactly which ones you should buy, assuming you're planning to buy the exact same sets that I'm planning to buy, because this tier list is going to be purely subjective. I'm going to tell you what I plan to buy in January 2024, and whether or not you plan to follow me, that's on you. But please do like, subscribe, and follow anywhere that you can. If you've been here before, you know how this goes. If you're new here, welcome. But how this goes is I'm going to rank all of the new releases from January 2024. We're going to be pressed for time, so I'm going to have to go through this pretty quickly. We're going to pick one of the sets, say, oh, this Bouquet of Roses set. I'm going to look at it and say, oh, I'm definitely going to buy this eventually for my wife for Valentine's Day, and she will absolutely have this surprise spoiled because she will watch this video. And I'll say, oh, I'm not going to buy it right away. I'll buy it pretty soon, though. Make sure it doesn't sell out before the big day. That's how it's gonna work. But because there are so many new sets releasing, I won't have time to go over every single one, and so there may be times where you see some of these sets get ranked without showing me explicitly doing so. Don't worry, I will do my best to make those jump cuts as smooth as possible. The categories into which we will sort these sets: we have sets I'll buy on day one, sets I will buy soon after, sets I will eventually pick up, sets that I want but I won't buy, and sets that are basically Duplo. What sets fall into the basically Duplo category? Well, Duplo falls into the basically Duplo category. Is it worth talking about these sets? No. Am I going to buy them? No. Are you going to buy them? No. Look, big feelings and emotions. I have an almost 1-year-old daughter. She looks like this a lot of the time. Very cute. John Ratzenberger? Love it. I want this stone giant face. LEGO's definitely made this set like 9 times already. This says everyone is okay. You could be tall, short, red-headed, or even old, and we'll still accept you in the LEGO community. So basically Duplo falls into basically Duplo, as do these sets. Look, our list of sets to rank just got a little shorter. I'm sorry, I just don't plan on buying any Duplo or random brick packs or Minecraft or Friends or Disney princesses or Mario or keychains. Sorry, I have opinions on some of these sets, but I'm not gonna buy them. Here's an example of an opinion. Look, space in Friends. That's cool. I like when my helmet matches the color scheme of my moon base. That's important. Opinion. Electric vehicles are great, and the representation in LEGO lately has also been great, but LEGO also needs to recognize that gas cars still exist on the road, and the rest of the world isn't necessarily as progressive as they are in Denmark. Getting a little preachy at this point. Karaoke. Not an opinion, just a word. Fun word to say. This looks just like a city set that we'll talk about in a few minutes. LEGO Goat. So LEGO will make hospitals as long as they're LEGO Friends sets and not modular buildings. Come on, LEGO. LEGO Goat. And a LEGO goat within a goat. That's a 2-in-1 goat right there. I want this hot dog car in my city next to the hamburger car that we're also going to talk about in a minute. Horses frighten me, as do all animals larger than human beings. That's just good natural instincts. That's not weird. I love the aesthetic here. I love the colors. I love the size. I love the general design. I just wish we had more time to talk about Minecraft. I respect those who like it. I will buy these like $10 sets. This is $11. The era of the $10 set is dead. I'll buy this set eventually. You know, these are Minecraft sets. This turtle will come in handy with the upcoming release of that Technic set where the Earth revolves around the sun. Someone can replace the spherical Earth with the turtle and put the Earth on the turtle's back. Mark my words, someone will do that, and they'll think they're very clever for having done so. Okay, stuff we care about. New Polaroid camera looks very cool, and as a hipster millennial, I kind of have to be into semi-vintage stuff. I like unorthodox LEGO pieces, like these big, large printed photograph pieces, and I don't know, I never had Polaroids. I'm not into it now, but I still think this will be a very cool piece to own in the future. Creator is going crazy with all of these. There's like so many cool sets out right now, and I am not gonna get most of them. But I have opinions on some of them. Most of them are 3-in-1s, and LEGO has done a terrible thing where they don't put the picture of the front of the box on their website anymore. Now the main picture looks like this. A tiny box and a big picture. You can't even tell what you're buying. I'm not a fan of that change, but look, you can build little dragons. I'll get this little guy eventually. Trucks, I love these pure builds. They're like purely out of LEGO bricks, and they feel like old school LEGO bits. This set, I also like some use of unorthodox LEGO parts, like a cloth strap and some cool printed animal parts. Roller skates, whatever. We all lived through the 90s. Flower pots and gardening. Remember how I said I'm afraid of animals that are larger than humans? This, you can imagine how I feel about giraffes. But also, they reference a giraffe in this picture, right? Look at the little giraffe right there. Alternate builds for this one, though, they're very cool. Lions and tigers, and it's like a gazelle thing, but you know. Buildable space astronaut. LEGO Space is back, and I have to get this one. I got some space stuff still on my shelves right now. It is a nice looking model of a space guy. It doesn't look like a LEGO mech, which we get too many of already. I'm not crazy about the alternate builds for this one, like Astro Dog and whatnot, but I think this build looks really cool. I'm excited about it. I'm not excited to pay $55 for it. I don't think it's a day one buy, but I think I've got to pick this one up eventually. Hamsters on a hamster wheel. I think my nephew's getting a hamster soon. Not relevant here. Guitar, you get some beachy vibes, not worth buying or looking at. Peacock, a little full of itself, but I think that's kind of the point of peacocks at this point. I don't know, colorful, whatever. Lego art, this definitely doesn't look like something that would have been displayed in a Miami Subs in the late 90s. I think the concept is a little too conceptual to appeal to either Lego fans or art fans or bird fans. Like a band leaving the stage early, our set list is getting a little smaller, at least those which we need to rank. Next up is seasonal sets. 2024 is the year of the dragon, in case you didn't know. Lego knows it and they're going to tell you about it. And if you care or celebrate that kind of thing, cool, you get represented here. These are also spring sets, which I think I will actually get because I like seasonal sets, but look, this is a very cool build of a dragon. I like it a lot. I'm not gonna get it. It's better than that Shang-Chi dragon. In this very cool looking building, definitely not a Ninjago set as I had this categorized as originally, and that's not me, that's just they look similar is all I'm saying. Cool window pieces though. I skipped over the Disney and princess stuff earlier, don't worry, that was intentional, but I realized I missed this little Ariel's castle and I think I will buy that eventually, and that's only because I think this falls into the same category as like the little mini Haunted Mansion set and a little Aladdin's Palace, and I think this is the only representation of this building that we're going to get, so I'm going to buy it eventually, I think, assuming you are closer to your 40s than your 20s like some of us. Here, Lego Technic has some decent looking sets. First, I'm very excited about this poly bag. It's not on the other list. I have the larger version of that set, and I'm excited to display that small version alongside it. Yes, I always have this as close at hand as I just demonstrated. This one, I think it's cheap, so I'll get it eventually. No, I'm torn on this one. It's McLaren, which I want to support and get, and it's only $27, which doesn't seem bad, but I have no fandom or allegiance or alliance to this kind of car. More on McLaren in March. Trash. I'm talking about the set, not the context of the set. Farmers Keep America Moving, but unfortunately for $40, I'm going to move right on past this set. You know what I'm realizing? I missed a few sets that should have been included in that earlier jump cut where you may have noticed Lego Dreamzzz and Ninjago have also fallen into the basically Duplo category. I don't think they are basically Duplo sets. I'm saying to me, my likelihood to buy them is as likely as I am to buy Duplo sets. Lego Dreamzzz is releasing its second wave, at least the first part of their second wave as far as we can tell, and as far as we know, Lego, they measure the success of a theme based on the success and the selling of the second wave. So if you want Dreamzzz to continue, buy these sets. This looks like something out of Lego Trolls from back in the day. Oh, the Sandman's Tower. Enter the Sandman is a good song, and it's nice to see that he's finally got his own Lego set, but I'm gonna sleep on this one. Pun intended. I know some people are a fan of this show. I don't know who is a $90 Lego set fan of this show. Ninjago is another theme that exists that people are fans of that I am not, and I just don't generally collect it. I will buy these little sets because they're only $10 and my kids will ask for a couple of these smaller sets, but I'm not gonna put them anywhere on a list today. But the rest of these sets, these are definitely different than Ninjago sets that have come out before, probably. Ninjago away. Let's jump ahead, talk about Star Wars. I will put this on day one. Look at that, the list finally got a day one set. Yay, Lego Star Wars, an AAT poly bag. I'll get that if I find it on shelves. A battle pack that we've all been looking forward to, assuming we all want super battle droids and more clones. I will get this set if I see it on shelves. I will buy multiple of them eventually, but honestly, I put this as day one, and I know if I go to the Lego store day one, I will not. They'll be pulled off the shelves before I actually get one, so it's better suited to be in soon, but I'll put it day one. This one I will maybe get eventually if my kid ever dedicates to actually watch the show, but yeah, I want all the minifigures from these, so I will also get that set soon. Taking a brief pause, even though I know this one's already going long, looking at the list so far, it kind of seems like I'm not that excited about any one set that's about to release, and that's kind of true, and I think that's kind of a good thing. I think it's okay to just casually be happy that new sets are coming out and that you'll pick them up eventually as you find them, instead of making poor purchasing decisions as you might get caught up in the hype. Man, I left sets I actually care about till too late in this thing, and now I don't have time to talk about them. Lego City has like 20-something new sets coming out, and they look good, so here are some brief thoughts. Nice, this will look great with that other car that looks very similar to it in similar colors. Lego Mario Kart coming in 2024. That one scene in that one Austin Powers movie. This set's just copying that Lego Friends set that we talked about earlier. Finally, I'll have a place in my Lego City where my Guy Fieri minifigure can hang out, right next to that cool hot dog truck. Lego's really committing to that neon yellow color. Cool, but not not speed champions. I'll get this for my 4-year-old. That's cool. That's cool. Pretty cool. That's hot. Cool, but not speed champions. I wish this was a larger Lego City water-based police set. Ooh, a larger Lego City water-based police set. I went to San Francisco one time and I saw Alcatraz. Lego Space is back, kind of. I know what you're thinking. Yay. I'm also trepidatious. And I'm also kind of glad that this new Lego Space wave, it's more fantasy space than real life space. If it was all based on like real rockets and real space stations, I would be obligated to get it because I like space and space stations and space vehicles, but I like the idea of this, and I like that Lego's finally getting back to their roots of mining random minerals on random foreign planets. New Lego CMFs. I'm very excited about these. I want every single one of these. I'm bummed that they are again in boxes. Mark my words, those boxes will go away in a wave or two. All of these look fantastic. The Lego goat is back again, not pregnant, but we'll take what we can get. I think I've got a great guest lined up for the next episode of Josh Talks About Stuff, where we talk about collectible minifigures. It's gonna be a good one. Lego Marvel, I still really like, despite the current state of the MCU. I'll get a lot of these. My kids also like them. This is a really cool new Venom Doc Ock minifigure. I like Marvel mechs still. They're cheap. My kids like them. I'll get them. Lego, stop making smaller, worse versions of this same ship. At a certain point, diminishing returns. Yes, why not? Yes, definitely. And not just because I have this set always very close at hand, but because it addresses the early adopters' early complaints by saying, where's Sandman? Where's the lizard guy? Here, you complained enough. Lego was gonna do it. Just like, chill for a minute, y'all. Candidate for most disappointing set from rumor to reality, and that's because I should have known that they were making X-Men 97 sets and we had no real chance of getting an SR-71 Blackbird Lego set. But, you know, a guy can hope. Something wrong with that guy. Something wrong with that guy. Come on, Brickset, you did this just for the memes, right? You know that meme. You can pause the video and see where some of these got ranked. I like that Sandman enough to buy him as soon as I see him. I will get a lot of these other Marvel sets as they come out, and I gotta get all the helmet/face sets so Spider-Man ends up in eventually. Let's finish strong by taking it back, way back to the early Cretaceous period. This set, I also feel like Lego has made multiple times, but look at all these baby dinosaurs. This one is actually one of the most appealing new sets to me from this wave. The only problem is this set would look great with 4 to 6 other sets just like it that are complementary with other dinosaurs being featured. The only problem is I have no faith that Lego will actually do that. And last, but also probably least, is the new Knuckles set. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get all of the Sonic sets that feature unique minifigures because I at least want all of the minifigures, especially Knuckles and whoever this girl is who I've definitely never seen pictures of on the internet before. And there you have it, my complete and completely subjective ranking of all new Lego sets coming out in January 2024. Let me know how my list differs from yours, and sorry if this video seemed rushed or had a lot of cuts. I had to cut out a lot of stuff for the sake of time, and also I realized that this is the first video that I've uploaded in a long time. There's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. Unfortunately, it's because, as always, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.